stooping over. So.
Alright, let's see. Alright, we got us a good work area right here. Now what we're going to do, wouldn't it be funny if this tree fell?
Yeah, let's jump on it.
Let's jump on it. No, we're not going to do that. Alright, let's see. Get out the old machete. Alright, now, let's make that a lot. Alright, now what you want to do, you want to start with this end here. And what you want to do is you want to start about right here. You want to start cutting down. Okay? Now see how the machete is just turning these chips here into just very, very small chips?
Yeah.
That's good, okay? Because if the wood was in the least bit green, they would be curly. But these little flat chips here are good. Okay. You got one flat side. You want to turn it around, and you want to flatten the other side. All the way up to about here.
Little rough spot there.
Yeah, a little rough spot there. Cut all the way down. You want to try to do it without breaking it. Sometimes it helps to do it like this.
So, got a nice spear there.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's like. Well, actually right now it's like a wedge. Alright, now this is the part where you got to be careful. Okay, I've come up, you want to come up to at least a foot and flatten it on both sides. Okay, I think that may be flat enough. Okay, and a little more right here. Alright, now you turn it over, and on this narrow part,
So we are making a spear.
kind of. You don't really want to chop on this now at this point because you may break it. But what you're wanting is a square side. Okay? You'll turn it over. Cut on it.
Yeah, those wonderful knots.
Yeah, wonderful knot. I see that's done broke off completely because that side's rotten, which is okay, I guess. As long as it's square. Alright. Now once that's done like that right there, you got it reasonably flat on both sides. It's better if this doesn't come off. That's not good when that does that. But what you want to do now is you don't sharpen it to a spear point. Now what you want to do is you want to sharpen it to a flat point. Like a chisel. What you can do is lean it against this log here to keep from breaking it. There we go. Now that's pretty good right there. You've got a sharp point here, and you've got a sharp point here, and then, let's see, let's go a little bit right here.
So, who are we going to be impaling today?
We're not going we're not going to impale anybody. Okay, now we got the idea behind it is four corners, I mean. Okay? And then a sharp point of some kind. All right. Now, next part. Let's talk a little bit about get that back in there. Now, let's talk a little bit about matches here. What I want to say about a match is a couple of things, other than I hate them. I either like a ferro rod or I like a lighter, okay? My choice, there's plenty of choices for sparking tools. You've got like flint and steel, you've got like ferro rods. There's a bunch of others. My spark tool is the ferro rod. Open flames are matches and lighters. My choice of open flame is a lighter, okay? But a lot of people carry matches. Like I said, what do they say on those survival shows, Nick? I know you've seen them. Those shows, oh, we got one match.
Split them in half?
Yeah, and some people split them in half. But anyways, like I said, that kind of stuff just rarely happens. Now, the idea behind a match. A lot of times if you strike a match, some people think about breaking the head off. Well, the idea behind that is you put your thumb behind the match and you support it as you drag it across, and as soon as it lights, you pull your finger back. Okay? Now, the idea behind the match is there's three ways of holding the match. If you hold it like this, the match will last longer because the flames are going up. Okay? If you hold it to the side, the match will burn out a little quicker, but the flames will travel bigger and you'll have a bigger flame. If you can turn it upside down without burning yourself, that match is almost guaranteed to not go out, but it won't last long. Why? Because the flame climbs. Okay, let me get this out right here. See if I got the right pouch now. Yeah, I got the right pouch. Alright, I'm going to get this multi-tool out so I don't burn my whittle fingers. Set this right here. I'll grab that in a minute. Well, never mind. I just took it under my arm. Now, let me show you something right here, okay? When you take the match and you strike it, see how I supported it? That way the head don't break off. Now, if you have a match like this, it burns a certain way. You have it that way, it burns a certain way. But see, it's almost going out. Now, that was almost burning out. This other one, hey, did you hear that? That's not good.
Could hurry up and get a shelter here.
Yeah, we'll hurry up and get done with this video and go back and get our backpacks. Now, I'm going to show you this right here. You saw how quick that match, well, that match lasted a little while, so let's do another match. Okay?
Look at that, 2 matches right off the bat. Normally that'd be about
now,
20 matches broken.
Man, these are burning fast. And it almost went out. See, if you turn it upside down, see how much bigger the flame gets? And see, the match is burning out super fast. Okay? That's the idea behind this. So, some of these matches here, especially the waterproof safety matches, sometimes they don't strike good, but once they strike good, I don't know, they seem like they burn pretty quick. Now, for this method, I'm going to put on my other glove. This is a Nomex glove. It's called a Nomex flight glove, and it can withstand a little bit of flame. Now, the way you do this, you have this ready. Okay, now it's like I said, you normally have tinder, kindling, and fuel. Okay, this is all in one. Okay, so let's see if this works. Usually it works. Sometimes dampness of wood stops you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to light the match. Alright, got the match going. And I'm going to hold this match as long as I can handle it. You're holding the stick like this.
Huh. Create a giant match.
Yes, that's what it is. You're creating. Now see? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this. And you see how it's catching on all four corners. And that's why it's called a climbing fire. Unfortunately, the wind is coming this way, so you're not seeing the big flames on the backside. But this is what you do, is you hold it like this. The wind is not helping. And you hold it here for as long as you can stand it. Yeah, the wind is messing it up. See, I just put my hand over it, and it started helping.
It's still climbing though.
Yes, it's still climbing if you're patient with it. The bad thing about this is you need a more sheltered place, because just at least a little bit of wind will screw you up. And so you can stand here and you can hold this stick for a while. And see, it's going pretty good now. And see, the thing is the very, very tip of it.
You have a lot of room there too.
Oh yeah, I got plenty of room. And that's the reason I can already feel the heat. See how far away my hand is on it?
Yeah.
I can already feel the heat from it. You don't have to have a glove like this when you've got a stick this long, you know. But basically, you get the idea behind it. You saw how quick it took the flame at the very, very tip. The very tip of it is what acted like the tinder. Now, as it was coming up and it's starting to grab these corners, the corners were actually acting like the kindling, okay? Now, when it gets all the way up to here, if you can get that flame all the way up to here, it's going to act like fuel, because it's, I mean, you're all